Oh, there he is, right there. He just came out of the woods. See him? Yeah. We ain't gonna catch that thing. There's no way. His wing is wrecked. Try to push him that way. Oh yeah, his wing is wrecked. Hey, buddy. Never looks good. It's running in and out of traffic. I don't want to push the whole flock of them out there into the road and have them all get killed by vehicles, but he's a little quicker than I am. Not too good. Grab him, would you? Grab him. He's got, his wing is all tore up. Come on. Oh my God. I need a net. New plan is get a net. So we go into Agway and they have a net for me to use. Catching this goose, it's gonna be traumatic for the animal. I mean, they have an inherent fear of humans like a lot of animals do. But ultimately, it needs help one way or another. That's him way over there, isn't it? If it gets into the swamp, gets into the water, then we're kind of sunk. I'm not gonna catch it once it goes into the water. It's all right, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad to help.
Worked great.
What happened? You think a coyote got him?
I don't know, probably not. I mean, who knows? His wing is just wrecked. You know, it could have been hit, and then it just kind of festered and got worse. And obviously, his wing is in a situation where it's not going to heal on its own. You know, unless we do something about it, try to get it fixed. It may never ever fly again. Now let's see if we can find him a rehabber.
Let me take a look at old Cindy. Cindy the Cynical. So how long have you had Cindy?
About 15 years,
15
at
years
least,
ago?
yeah.
Okay. Is this what you're talking about right here?
Yes, sir.
So when you're looking at this, we think about stress.
Birds usually pluck their feathers due to stress, the size of the cage, or boredom.
It's similar to like people biting on their nails, playing in their hair. It could be something in her diet. What does she feed you? Yeah. Oh, what? Is that right? What?
She's ratting me out.
Oh, yeah.
She gets bird seeds, grapes, mashed potatoes, French fries, apples.
Oh, okay. Do you take her outside any?
Occasionally, I'll take her outside so she can get fresh air and some sun.
Another thing we think about too, you know, we think about parasites. That can stress a bird out as well. I want to draw some blood and send to the lab. Make sure it's nothing internal, such as liver issues, heavy metal toxicity, zinc toxicity, causing her to lose her feathers.
Most bird cages are made of metal. Birds use their beaks as hands to move around a cage. And by them using their beaks, they can ingest the metal, leading into metal toxicity.
Cindy, you ready for this? Gonna get her underneath her neck. So she's a very sweet bird. She'll let us do anything. There we go. All right. So what we're gonna do, Teresa, is bring me a stool sample. We'll send that along with the smear. Wanna go back to your cage? Yes? All right, go to work.
Thank you, Dr. Ross.
Are you welcome?
I got the results in on Cindy the bird, so I told Teresa to bring her on back in.
So the good thing is everything internal came back normal. So we don't have any severe infection. Did she poop? What?
Oh, it's on the towel.
It's a dirty job, but somebody got to do it.
But what we're gonna do, are you laughing at me?
Is that funny?
But one thing you definitely can result this to, the feather picking, to frustration.
Okay.
We just wanna make sure you keep her stress-free. Two things that I do recommend, Senegals. They're native from Africa.
Oh.
So you wanna make sure that you have the radiant heat. So you wanna get a UVB10 bulb. That's gonna help with vitamin D.
That would help with her general health and reduce stress. That may stop the plucking.
So we're not gonna be permanently bald? It's okay, I'd love her anyways.
She may end up, you know, a little bit light up top.
So y'all are gonna be twins?
Chronic feather picking leads to damaged follicles. When you have damaged follicles, the feathers may not grow back.
Pretty bird. Pretty bird. Pretty. But she's healthy. Ain't that right, Cindy?
I'm gonna head over to Squam Lake and see if I can check on the hawk that I picked up the other day. I've never had a hawk that was that docile before. You know, it rode in my lap. Usually you gotta find a box and, you know, they're flapping everywhere trying to get away from you. So it'll be kind of interesting to see what was wrong with it and see if it's gonna be able to be released back out into the wild. The Squam Lake Science Center is an animal care facility. They have a lot of wildlife there on the premises. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. How's the hawk doing?
It's doing really well.
School groups go there, walk through, learn about the wildlife in the state of New Hampshire. They're also a rehabilitation center.
So, Broadwing hawk is right in here.
All right.
And he is fully flighted, so he may try to fly towards the door, in which case we just want to make sure. Like that. Let him calm down for a second.
Yeah.
Small bird, definitely a juvenile.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not a releasable hawk. Blind in one eye.
I knew that there was something wrong with it when I picked it up, and that explains a lot.
So we think that it was just starving, which is why it would have been hanging out by the road and why it would have been so cooperative.
A blind hawk is gonna have a hard time hunting. Do you know how it went blind?
Most of the time, what we're looking for as far as eyes go is a skull fracture, which is attributed to car crashes.
Yeah.
However, in this case, we have our radiograph here.
Oh, yeah?
There's no sign of a skull fracture there.
All right.
So most likely just blind from birth.
Yeah. What's your plan for him where he can't be released? What are you guys gonna do?
We've already made contact with another nature center down in New Jersey.
Yeah.
They were looking for a broadwing hawk as an education bird.
Okay.
So in a couple of weeks, it will be shipping down to New Jersey.
Excellent. I'm glad this hawk is gonna get a second chance. He's gonna be able to go down and be an ambassador for his species to educate the public on broadwing hawks.
Did they say they wanted that x-ray? Do you want to help me do it?
Yeah.
Do you think you can hold her lateral? All right, let's do it.
Chickens, they are so much smarter than you would ever think. When I come home, they know the sound of my car. They come running out of their little chicken pen. You just have to spend a few minutes with them and you love them.
It's okay, honey. You're all right. Here, actually, here. Yeah, can you hold her neck or something like that?
I'll hold her.
I'm gonna prime it up. All right, guys, one shot.
Good girl.
Are you able to lift that hand?
Smile. Ryan, please look at this x-ray.
There's 3 screws in the chicken's stomach.
The first thing immediately that I thought is, okay, now we're gonna have to do an emergency surgery. Secondly was, I'm a bad mom. How did I let this happen?
They'll purposefully eat little stones to help with digestion, as long as the pointy parts of the screw aren't causing trauma. These screws, though they may seem dangerous, are actually not big enough, strong enough, or sharp enough to cause any damage to the gizzards. The gizzard's very, very thick and strong.
He's a little fighter.
Chickens are always eating small rocks and other small items to help with digestion. The reason why they do this is because they don't have teeth.
Do you know how much I love you?
Very clever, actually. These rocks and small objects bounce around and help emulsify whatever they've ingested. That way it can start to pass through and get digested.
Hello?
Hey, Jason, it's Ross.
Hey, Dr. Ross, how's it going?
Not too bad, man. I appreciate you fielding my phone call. Just to be sure, I did put a phone call in to a chicken specialist to get his opinion on the matter. I'm pretty confident that we're gonna be fine, but a second opinion never hurts. My brother and his fiance, they came in with their chicken and they found some screws in the gizzard. I was just, any thoughts on if that's like a super urgent concern or anything?
No, as long as the screws aren't very large, because that gizzard is so muscular that in general it does a good job with foreign material getting in there. As long as it's small enough, it'll probably just, in some respects, actually aid in the digestion of some of the more fibrous things that a chicken eats.
Okay. When an animal comes in and it's got something foreign that it's ingested, it's very tempting to just go in to remove it. We prefer to only go to surgery as a final option when everything else has been exhausted.
Is there any other questions you have?
Yeah, when can we get beer?
Anytime, man.
Awesome. All right, see you, man.
Bye.
So let's see our little guy here. Oh, beautiful. Look at you. Welcome. Welcome. And you can see this is a perfect hatch. He worked hard. He's calling. He's so cute. I don't think I've seen a cuter chick. He's now ready to be moved upstairs to his brooder. Okay, little guy, come. We have had instances with our hens where they haven't cared for the chicks adequately. Here we go. So we do keep the chicks in the brooder for the first month at least until we see that they are growing and developing. And he's beautiful. There you go. We're gonna start you off in a little world. Hey, little nugget. Let's see how much you weigh. It's important at this stage that we weigh them daily to be sure that they are eating. 36.2. All right, little guy. He's gonna do a lot of sleeping for the rest of the day. He doesn't know how to use his legs yet, and it's so cute.
He looks like me on the couch at night.
He looks good, right?
He looks good.
So I give him a little donut here, just so he can learn how to stabilize himself. There aren't a lot of capercaillie in American zoos, so it's very important that anything we learn can definitely be applied to wild populations, which may be needed at some time if they should reach a critical level. Let me sleep.